It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Detroit Pistons. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Well, Clark, as a player, are you approaching game one of a back-to-back any differently than a regular matchup?
No, I don't think so, Kevin. I mean, you go out and play the best you can, as hard as you can, and try to win the ball game. What happens, happens, and you make those game adjustments one after the other.
Now, here's Gay. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing.
Chandler getting it done. Nice job setting the screen and then rolled to the right spot at the right time.
Conley against Rose. From deep, James, he gets that one.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And here is Kidd. Pass to Rose. Molinari trying to get open. And the basket by Rose.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
Rose against Conley. Outside Williams. Jacks up a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
What a great look. Excellent possession that time.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Pistons. Chandler with the screen on Conley. Chandler, no good.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Gasol setting the pick for LeBron. Trying to find Chandler. He's got it now. Pass to Gay. Back to Rose. Chandler with the screen on Conley. Lock at 6. Rose goes in. Kicks it out to Gay. The three. Rose, no good. Here's Dallas. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
And Gay has a reliable jumper, outstanding at getting into a rhythm from here.
James sets the screen for Williams. Outside Conley. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. Gay outside. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Marc Gasol. He's averaging 11 points a game, 10 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Now here's Gay. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside, Gasol. Inside. With the fadeaway. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Gasol. LeBron's got 6 points. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Magic. Rose against Conley. Chandler with the screen on Conley. Here's Rose. Pass to Chandler. Kidd kicks to Gallinari. From downtown, here's Chandler. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Williams with a clean look. Drills it from outside. Williams has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Dallas. Williams against Kidd. Pass to Rose. Chandler with the screen on Conley. Rose attacking. Chandler down low. He's defended by Gasol to stop the run, and Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Gallinari. Dallas leading by 5. And the points coming for them now, Craig and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Back to Conley. On the wing, Williams. Over Kidd. Williams' shot is off. Pistons trail by 5. Rose with the ball. Gasol covering. Rose against Gasol. Gibson with the screen on Gasol. Shots good by Gibson.
I think this is where Gibson is most effective. A solid interior scorer with a really nice shooting touch.
Young outside. LeBron James on the wing. That's short off the rim.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Kidd. Hasn't made one yet. Back to Gibson. Here's Gay. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Rudy Gay's always had that shot in his bag. Lethal from mid-range.
So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Magic in Orlando.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Foster's checked in for Gasol. Johnson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Jeff Green is checked in for LeBron. And it's Chalmers in for Lou Williams. Now here's Crawford. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Chalmers surveying the D. Foster is screen on Gay. Here's Chalmers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
I think the credit belongs to Chalmers there, doing a nice job drawing the foul.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
You know, Chalmers can certainly be a playmaker, but he doesn't need the ball in his hands to make an impact. He's a solid defender and a really good spot-up shooter.
And so Chalmers nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
It's Gay on the way. Great D that time from Green. Mavericks leading by 5. Now Chalmers. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Down low, Gibson with the steal. To the inside. Here's Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Nice flush by Gallinari there. You know, sometimes it's easy to forget how tall he is.
Johnson outside. 59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Green against Gay. 5 on the clock. And it's on its way from Chalmers for 2. Out to the right wing. Foster is screen on Crawford. Here's Chalmers. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Mario Chalmers. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Chalmers. James checked in for Mike Conley. He's off on the second. Pistons trail by 4. Crawford looking over the floor. Releases. It's rebounded by Dallas.
They've been leading them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way.
Oh, my! Wow!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And it's hard to draw those fouls and complete the play, but he was able to.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
Team foul. At the line for Dallas.
One shot.
James. One shot.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
Crawford kicks to Gallinari. Gibson setting the pick for Gallinari. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Got to be careful how you guard Gallinari. The Italian swingman is effective at drawing contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
First free throw is good.
And this team loves what Danilo Gallinari brings to the table. He's a big guy at 6'10", a great shooter who spaces the floor, so he gives you size and that three-point shot.
Gallinari hits them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. To take the lead, here's James. Strong inside. What a move by James.
Was there ever any doubt who they were going to go to? LeBron James is clutch.
Outside Rose. 59 seconds left in the game. To the paint. Good. A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
LeBron against Gay. James gets to Conley. Pass to Williams. Gay against James. Inside. Here's Gasol. It drops.
This is real hot, on fire version of Gasol.
Timeout, Pistons. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Brad Nelson had some words for his team during the break. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And this team turns to kid when they need a big bucket. And now you see why.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what are their best options now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Williams passes to Conley. Gasol is screen on Rose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
So physically powerful. A tough task to defend LeBron inside.
Take a break. 2 seconds.
He hits the first one, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Timeout, Pistons. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
And the Pistons with possession here. It's a 1-point game. Rose against Conley. Now here's Rose. Fires the three. He's off from three.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. They continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate